You can see it's a heavily wooded tract. It has a lot of variation in terrain. You got a couple of little meadows on it down in the valley bottom, so you have valleys with a jeep trail that goes across the middle of the property and up on a ridge, which you can see right over here. We're basically at the southwest corner of the property, and that's looking off the property to the west. So we're looking, pretty much due north along the southwest or the western boundary line that heads north. So it's going to go down in this valley down the bottom where there's a meadow grassy area down there, over this next ridge where you can see the orange oak brush here, and then off to the northwest corner through another grass meadow on the other side. Back up to the access road that I drove in on. Then we're still close to the southern boundary here. You can see that it's a narrow little trail here, but it's real easy to drive off of the main county road, and you're about a quarter mile going on an unimproved access like this. And this is where we're headed into the property. The meadow area that we're trying to get down into on my four-wheeler on that one side is back down here in this valley bottom. We're going to follow this road and try to find a way down in there. This direction, which is basically south-southeast, down on my four-wheeler down to this point, and we're above that first little valley bottom you see in that aerial still. And there's some rock formations and stuff, and the property goes back this direction for about another almost a quarter mile. And trying to get down this little valley. This right in here would be a good spot to have a campsite right here on these rock formations here, because you're gonna get the video. You're gonna get the mountain views of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains to the west. Knock down some trees and you'll have a fuller view of the whole mountain range. But you can see this pretty valley we're gonna be walking down into, where that grassy area is. Down from this direction, getting down this grassy meadow bottom, and you got some good views of the Sangres to the west. Good fall colors in here too. Got a nice little meadow down here, good size, and it goes down for about almost all the way down to the end down there. We can see the last bit of the meadow. This little rock outcropping point right here would be great. We'll go up on top of that where all those sandstone formations are at and take a look up there. Just going through the property. We're going on the jeep trail that goes through the property right now. We've come back from that first meadow, and we're headed to that rock bluff that overlooks that first meadow. And you should get some good mountain views from there. You see it's a bowl in the back here. The road starts getting rough right here. This is where you have to do some improvement. That's for sure. A lot of track in here. There's not much of a road left. It's knocked in a little bit. Out to that little point, there's some nice big boulders, and you can see this grass bottom again that heads to that meadow that we looked at. Took a picture from, saw the western views. You stay just above this little rock line, making a road coming out here. Be good. It's pretty in here. So we're getting a little bit wider view of the Sangres from this point. We're close to the western boundary line that runs north and south. So you get a little bit more of them here. There's places all over this place you can get these views, but you start seeing New Mexico here. I don't know if you see that little peak. That's Wheeler Peak and Taos there. Again, this is Sangre de Cristos to the west. Or almost, well, that's basically south, looking at Wheeler's Peak. And then you get over here and you can see more of the range. And this is Cachara Pass going over into La Vida and stuff. See down in there, that's pretty. These hillsides, even before the mountains, are pretty, and the valleys down below. Do this thing, and this is about smack dab in the middle of the property. That old jeep trail you have to improve and just come up to this bench, then come straight out on where I'm at here. But you're getting basically the full range of the Sangres to the west. Cachara Pass going over La Vida is right over here. And then you get the West Spanish Peak right there. And a little bit of the East Spanish Peak. Gonna bring it in or not? Yeah, there it is. There's the West Spanish Peak. And that other, down the bottom down there is where you can see some more meadow down in there. That's the Meadow Valley on the north end of the property. I'm not going to walk down in there today. So I'm gonna get back, making my way back up to this Jeep trail and show you what it's like coming down that. Sangres again. It's just pretty in here. And this is the side that we parked on. The other valley with the first meadow we walked down in is right down in there. This little trail, Jeep trail's right here. That's where we were. We took a look at that first meadow. Yeah, here's the old Jeep trail right here. So it's rutted out. It's just a wash now. It wouldn't take much. It's only about 100 yards down to my four-wheeler down there, probably even less. Yeah, you could camp up here on this hillside. A lot of track. This is just a regular walking trail for the animals now. And it gets bad going down this side too. Just washed out. Old ranch Jeep trail. There's the East Spanish Peak again. And again, this point, this is the best point right here. You just improve that Jeep trail coming up, go right out there, and you've got all the big views to the west and the Spanish Peaks. We're making our way back down where we saw the Sangres back down in my four-wheeler, and well, that first grass valley again, it's down the bottom of that over there. It's just pretty in here. See this area? Sky's big, sun's bright. Get over 300 days of sunshine in this area. And most of this land is south facing slope. 50-degree average winter temperature. We get the snow, but it doesn't stick around for more than a couple days. It's pretty in here. All the oak brush throws a lot of beautiful color. On the Jeep trail, and that's the direction we came in from, where we saw the first part of the property in that first grass meadow. You see how this Jeep trail is really eroded out. I had to put a rock in up here, climb up over that, but the point we saw the big views on is just to the left off of that highest point up there you see up at the top. So I'm just going to take it right up there, drop down the back valley so you can see what it's like. That way, a little bumpy. That other northern grass meadow, the northwest corner is down below down in there. We're headed kind of north, a little bit northeast on this old Jeep trail. Yeah, I've caught a wash now. Another rub on that tree. That's fresh. There was some fresh sap on those. There's another one here. Beads on that. Yeah, there's some beads. Oh. So you start to see the valley bottom down there, and that other grass meadow's down through that valley. Picture here. I think this is about where I'm gonna turn around and head back out. It's just a pretty piece of property. With the meadows, it makes it really nice. And the views.